Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Apple plus Pepsi. All right, let's go.
All right, my idea is basically just to make the three colors here be the exact same on the Apple logo, but then instead of making it say Pepsi, I want it to say Apsi. And then we can also add this black outline around all of the Apple logo. So I'm gonna start by moving this over top of it and resizing it. Then I'm gonna take the pen tool to just get down this exact shape and color this part in red. Then I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the blue part as well as to the white part. Now I'm gonna grab the end of Pepsi and bring it into the Apple, duplicate that P. And it does look like the Pepsi logo is its own font, but I did find this A from Zero Sugar. So I'm gonna put that into the A. Last thing is just to add that final stroke on there, and here is the final result.
This turned out about exactly how I thought it would look in my head. I do think there's something about it that I really like. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Xbox plus, MasterCard. Okay, wait, two circles again. Let's go.
Okay, so what I'm thinking for this is we basically take this Xbox logo and duplicate it twice and make it be these colors, and then whatever overlaps, we make orange. But I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the white part, so we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. So I'm gonna start by duplicating the Xbox logo and making this one red, and this one, and this one yellow. Okay, I'm gonna take that top yellow one and just down the opacity so I can see where those middle lines meet. And I'm gonna select every part that is orange. Then I'm gonna color that in, select this one's white part and mask it. Then if I just move the layers up, it should give us our final result.
This one's pretty simple, but I do think something about it I really enjoy. Like, I don't know why, just like the double of the logo. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Whatever logos this—
Make it the right size and color it in orange. Now I need to add an outline in black around all of it. Now I wanna go into the original and grab all of these little designs and bring them back onto the skirt. Now the only thing left to do is get rid of that part and bring in Pizza Hut. Finally color this C black, and here is the final result.
Even down to the name, Little Pizza Hut. This one is so cute. I just love the little hut being the skirt. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Nike plus, Tesla. Okay, I'm already starting to think of some things we can do here. Let's go.
Okay, basically what I'm thinking is we turn the Nike logo red and then flip this and duplicate it so that it creates this T. And then I want to add, instead of a line like this to the top, maybe something a little more swoosh-like. So I'm going to start by getting this perfectly straight. Then I'm going to duplicate it and go to transform, reflect. Okay, and then I can just move that back over here. Perfect. And I'm gonna turn that red. I've got the Tesla logo in there for a reference. Now using the pen tool, I'm just going to make that top shape. Okay, last step is just to do the transform and reflect one more time, and then move this over here, and here is the final result.
This one turned out about exactly how I pictured it would in my brain, but I do think the logo actually looks pretty good like this. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Chili's plus NBC. Okay, I've got some wheels turning. Let's go. Okay, basically what I'm thinking is because this is a similar shape to this, I'm gonna take the Chili's logo and I'm gonna put it in each of the slots for the NBC logo, and then change all the different colors to match these colors, and maybe just put the S somewhere at the end. So the first thing I need to do is isolate the chili from the logo like this. Then I'm gonna resize it and place it where all of these little peacock feathers would go. It's kind of hard because since these ones are curved and not perfectly matching at the bottom, I'm having trouble getting that exact shape under there. So now what I need to do is color all of the peppers the colors that they are on the NBC logo. And the final step is just to bring that S from the Chili's logo back in, and here is the final result. This one turned out exactly how I pictured it in my head. It does look a little weird because it's like as if the NBC logo was a little bit curvy the whole way, but I don't know. I really like how it turned out. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Twitter plus Hello Kitty. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so what I'm thinking I do is kind of make the Twitter bird white with this kind of black cartoonish outline on it. Definitely add a little eye and beak, and then put the Hello Kitty bow onto the Twitter bird. So the first thing I'm gonna do is draw on all of the outlines of the Twitter bird in the style of the Hello Kitty logo and color it in white, making the beak be that yellow from Hello Kitty. Now I have to add on Hello Kitty's bow. Now I'm gonna give it Hello Kitty's little eye. And last, I do think it needs some whiskers, so I'm gonna draw all those. And here is the final result.
Honestly, this one's pretty cool. I like seeing what the Twitter logo would look like if it was in this kind of cartoony, different style. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Girl Scouts plus KFC. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so my initial thought is, what if we make the Girl Scouts logo red and white, and then for each of the little faces, I'm gonna do them in the style of this one and give each of them glasses and a little goatee and that bow. So I'm gonna start by making it red and white. Then I'm just gonna start outlining everything in a kind of thick black line. And of course, I have to give it that goatee and that little necktie thing. Now, I have to give it those glasses that Colonel Sanders has, so something like this. The original does have a little bit of shading, so I'm gonna just go ahead and darken up some of these sides of these lines. Okay, I'm really happy with how that looks. Now I just need to go ahead and add it to all of the other little faces, and here is the final result.
I absolutely love how this one turned out. It's giving, I don't know, a little Dr. Seuss, Ronald McDonald, but my vision definitely came through on this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Whichever logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Instagram plus Microsoft. Oh, okay, let's go.
What I'm thinking for this one is to kind of make the Microsoft logo into a gradient similar to this, and then we're gonna have to input this little white part of this into that gradient. So I'm gonna start by bringing all the different colors more closer together in the center. Okay, now that I have all those touching, I'm gonna go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and then we're gonna get our gradient. Then I'm gonna mask it to be the right size, select all of the white from the Instagram logo, and finally place it on top, and here is the final result.
This one turned out really cool. I'm actually pretty excited to see what the Instagram logo would look like if they chose other colors to be in their gradient. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Apple plus NASA. Okay, I think I have some ideas. Let's go. Okay, so pretty much my idea is going to be to take all the elements off of the NASA logo and kind of put them onto the Apple logo. And then instead of making it say NASA, I want to make it say Napple. So first I'm just going to type out Napple. Now I need to resize the NASA logo to be almost exactly the same size as the Apple one. And I need to go in and start selecting all of the tiny little elements. Okay, this ring is tricky because it's connected to some of the letters, so I'm just gonna carefully take this eraser tool and get rid of them. Okay, I got that. Now all that's left to do is get this red one, which I'm thinking I'm actually gonna have to do using the pen tool. Okay, I got that all worked out, but if you'll notice on the original logo, this part is above that and this part is below it. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get this layer above and below. So I'm gonna figure all that out, and here is the final result. This one looks pretty much exactly how I was hoping it would in my head. I think it looks kind of almost sophisticated. I don't know. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Fanta plus Wendys. Okay, let's go. So what I'm thinking is changing the name to be Fendi because I feel like we have to, why not? And then making this all be white with that blue border. Maybe making it be orange, almost like she's in an orange.
and somehow incorporating the green. I don't know if it's in the hair, maybe that's too weird, I don't know. So first step is to get rid of the W as well as the S. And then I'm gonna try to draw an F and replicate the style of the original one. Now I'm gonna make all of the letters white and add that blue stroke to them. And I'm gonna replicate that Fanta shape using the pen tool. Now I'm also gonna turn this part blue on her, make the background be that orange, and I guess her hair green, and here is the final result.
Honestly, I know this is already an existing brand, but this turned out so cool looking. I don't know, I just love the color palette on this one. The orange and the blue plus the Wendy's girl. I don't know, let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever two.
And then instead of making it say Burger King, I guess we'll just make it say Burger Droid and maybe change the colors there too. So the first step is gonna be changing the color of the buns. Then I'm gonna go ahead and isolate the antennas and the eyes, and then I'm gonna bring them down onto the bun. Now I'm gonna go ahead and delete the word king and grab the word droid up here. Lastly, I'm just gonna resize everything and change the burger to black, and here is the final result.
Yeah, this looks exactly how I thought it would look. It is so stupid and silly, but let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I am going to mash them together. Okay, up first we have Instagram plus Dominos. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so I'm kind of thinking what we do is we take this and we turn it and make it be the same size as these, and then we kind of do an overlay to make one half be a little bit more red and one be a little more blue. And then I'm thinking we shrink the full icon in the middle to be the size of each of the dots. So the first thing I need to do is resize this one and place it where it needs to be. And I am thinking we should try to extend the Instagram logo to kind of go out to the edges. Okay, that is already looking really trippy already. Now I need to go ahead and select the little icon. I made a copy of it, and now I'm gonna have the generative fill it in, and hopefully it looks pretty good. Okay, that worked really well. I went ahead and brought the domino back on top, and now if I change the blending mode, it should give me this kind of color gradient. Now I can bring back in those original icons, and I want to resize them so they're in like the exact same position as they were on the original Domino's logo. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and here is the final result.
Yes, this looks how I envisioned it in my head. It is really pretty much kind of stupid, but I don't know, it's pretty funny. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Google plus Oreo. Okay, I see the vision, let's go.
Okay, so my initial thought with this one is to take this G and O and make it say Goorio. And then I wanna make it be in the exact style of the Oreo logo, but all the letters be the colors of Google. My first step is gonna be duplicating this O. Then I need to find a G that kind of matches that vibe and resize it so that it looks good with the rest of the logo. Okay, I brought it into Procreate, and now I'm just gonna add on all of those shadow colors that each of these has. Now I just need to add on this blue outline. Then I need to add on the light blue outline around the whole thing. Now all I have to do is make all of the colors match up with the ones on the Google logo, and here is the final result.
This one came out pretty much exactly how I envisioned it in my head. I don't think it sounds very appetizing or like a good website, so the name maybe isn't the best, but I think it turned out really well. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I am going to mash them together. Okay, up first we have Pringles plus Lego. Okay, let's go. Okay, basically what I'm thinking is we call it Pringles, and we make it be in the font style of the Lego logo, but stretch this out so it's almost similar to this red shape, and then make the Pringles guy into a square. Okay, I found a similar font, so now I'm gonna type out Pringles. I'm gonna go ahead and give it that look that the logo on the Lego has, and make a red rectangle behind it. Now I'm gonna make a white square / rectangle about the size of the Pringles guy. And now I'm just gonna select all the assets from the Pringles man and move them into the box. And here is the final result. I just love this little square Pringles dude so much. And it turned out pretty much exactly what I was thinking it would in my head. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Hello Kitty plus, ooh, the Crocs logo. Okay. Okay, so my thought on it is basically just to trace around the Crocs logo in this kind of thick, bold line and then give him whiskers, a little nose, and a little bow. So I'm gonna down the opacity on it so then when I'm drawing my line, you can see it a little more. And I'm just gonna trace completely around him. I'm trying to do my best to make it a little more cartoony as well as I go. Okay, now that I've got that drawn, I'm gonna add those beady black eyes from Hello Kitty and the little yellow nose. Next, I'm gonna add those whiskers. And finally, I need to draw on the bow, and here is the final result. I don't know how this one could have possibly turned out any different in my head, but it looks so adorable and funny. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have Target plus, ooh, the Olympics logo. Okay, I think I know what we have to do for this one.
So my thought is basically just to make each of these circles be the same size and have the dot in the middle like the Target logo, but make it all the colors of the Olympics logo. Okay, so I'm gonna start by resizing them to be the exact size of each of these circles. And now I just need to make each of them the exact color of the Olympic rings. If you'll notice on these, they're all interlocking. So I might have to make them be a little bit more squished together so that I can get that interlocking look. Okay, I got them all closer, so now I can just select each individual one and just paint over it, and then it should give it that interlocking look like that. So I'm gonna do that with all of them, and here is the final result. This one's kind of simple. It just kind of looks like the Target logo duplicated all over the place, but something about it I like. Let me know what you think about it in the comments.